The most powerful emperor in One Piece has never called himself one. While four pirates fight for territories and influence, one man has transcended the very concept of empire itself. Welcome back to Beyond the Panel, where we dissect the hidden meanings that creators weave into their masterpieces. Today, we're exploring one of Oda's most brilliant character constructs, a man who embodies imperial power without ever claiming an empire. Dracule Mihawk represents something far more terrifying than any Yonko: the concept of absolute, unquestioned supremacy. Oda crafted Mihawk as the embodiment of Nietzschean philosophy, the Übermensch who has transcended the need for external validation. While other powerful figures surround themselves with crews, territories, and titles, Mihawk exists in purposeful isolation. This isn't loneliness, it's enlightenment. Mihawk has achieved what every emperor seeks: a state where his mere existence commands respect across the entire world. Notice how Oda never shows us Mihawk trying to intimidate anyone. His presence alone warps reality around him. This is the difference between manufactured authority and inherent power. The other Yonko rule through fear, charisma, or overwhelming force. Mihawk rules through the simple, undeniable fact that he exists at the apex of his craft. Oda brilliantly positions Mihawk as simultaneously part of and above the world government system. He accepts the warlord title not out of allegiance, but because it's convenient, a detail that reveals everything about his character. When Mihawk decides he's done fighting at Marineford, he simply leaves. No explanation needed. No consequences faced. This moment crystallizes his unique position in the One Piece hierarchy. While other warlords are tools of the government, Mihawk treats the entire system as his tool. He uses marine protection not because he needs it, but because it eliminates distractions from his true purpose. And what is that purpose? The cultivation of worthy opposition. Mihawk's greatest tragedy, and Oda's most profound commentary on power, is that absolute strength breeds absolute loneliness. Look at this imagery. Oda places Mihawk on a literal throne, but unlike the Yonko, he rules no subjects, commands no armies, controls no territories. Yet his authority is unquestioned. Even in Cross Guild, notice the power dynamics. Buggy may be the figurehead emperor, but Mihawk has a higher bounty. This is Oda showing us that true imperial power isn't about titles or recognition. Mihawk's swordsmanship becomes a metaphor for his entire existence. Perfect, precise, without waste. He has distilled power to its purest essence, removing all unnecessary elements. While others accumulate followers and territories to project strength, Mihawk projects strength so absolute that accumulation becomes meaningless. Oda embedded deep philosophical commentary in Mihawk's design. Those hawk eyes aren't just intimidating. They represent the perspective of a predator so apex that it views the entire world as potential prey. But here's the crucial detail. Mihawk takes no pleasure in dominance. This separates him from every other top-tier character in One Piece. His power isn't driven by ambition, revenge, or desire. It simply is. Oda suggests through visual storytelling that Mihawk has transcended the human need for purpose beyond perfection itself. He exists in a post-goal state that other characters can't comprehend. Even his relationship with Shanks reveals this philosophy. Mihawk doesn't fight Shanks because his friend lost an arm, not out of pity, but because the pursuit of perfect opposition matters more than personal relationships. The Yonko system represents the old model of power: territorial, hierarchical, dependent on external structures. Mihawk represents evolution beyond that system. When his bounty was revealed at 359 billion, it wasn't just a number. It was the world government finally acknowledging what readers already knew. Mihawk's threat level equals or exceeds the Yonko. But the most most telling evidence? Mihawk is preparing his own replacement. No emperor willingly cultivates a successor, but Mihawk does because his goal isn't dominion, it's legacy. He doesn't need to conquer the world because he already stands above it. Every Yonko seeks to reach the top, but Mihawk is the top. Not of a mountain, but of an entirely different peak. Oda created Mihawk as a meditation on what lies beyond conventional power structures. While the Yonko play a Game of Thrones, Mihawk has transcended the game entirely. He doesn't need a crew because he is the crew. He doesn't need territory because he is the territory. He doesn't need the title of Yonko because he embodies something greater, the concept of absolute unassailable sovereignty. That's why Dracule Mihawk stands alone. Not because he's lonely, but because there's simply no one else at his level. What do you think? Is Mihawk the true apex of One Piece's power structure? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden meanings behind your favorite anime.